Hi, friends. We're so glad you're here. The Big Ideas podcast exists to empower the next generation of entrepreneurs. Join us for unscripted conversations while you're at home with your kids or even just driving them around to activities. We hope these short but powerful messages will give you inspiration and encouragement for your next big ideas. Hi, friends. Welcome back to the Big Ideas podcast. I am Ashlee and I am here with Owen and Dylan. And we are so excited to keep this series going with more content specifically for growing a business and the mindset behind it, the mindsets and habits to make sure your business is as successful as possible from things that we've learned in our own experience. And today's episode is going to focus specifically on the mindset around money and making money and having the right perspective about why we want our business to make money, why we want our business to be profitable, ways to do that, but also, and more importantly, maybe is why. Why do we want our business to be profitable? Why do we want our business to make money? What is the benefit of doing that? And honestly, let's start with is that okay? Is it okay to say that we want our business to make money? And so I've got a couple questions. We're going to just kind of bounce back and forth between Owen and Dylan. And, they've obviously grown up in our household and we've grown businesses since they were born, since before they were born. And so they've seen us, working hard, using our gifts, turning a profit and using that profit to grow more businesses and turn around and help other people with, with the extra money and just being, faithful and diligent with using those things. And so, I just feel like this is such an important conversation to have. And it's one that's definitely on my heart as a parent, but also as somebody who is, really trying to lead by example for the next generation and just really empower them with truth that will empower them and teach them to not just build a business, but to steward their gifts and to build a business with those gifts that serves others even more than themselves. And so, I'd love your feedback and some ongoing conversation regarding this topic. But let's get into it. So Owen and Dylan, we'll just kind of bounce back and forth. You guys just kind of hop in however you'd like to. But, from your perspective, is making money bad? Let's just start with that question.
I would definitely say no because I know a lot of people say when you're making money you can be greedy sometimes, but the Bible specifically tells us not to be greedy with money and not to love it.
Yeah.
Um, but what you can do with your money is you can help people that need it, and you can try to make um like things in your life better,
Mhm.
and you can help the world basically.
Yeah. Yeah. When your basic needs are met, you are in a position then to turn around and help others. We're certainly not going to try to become Bible scholars or call ourselves that in this episode, but we do read the word. And like Dylan mentioned, I think a lot of people will maybe misconstrue the scripture that by saying that, money is bad. No, the Bible actually just says the love of money is bad. And so, we teach our kids it's your heart posture. It's what do you love? If you're loving money more than people, if you're loving money more than the mission, then that's not good. That's not honorable. But money itself is just a means of exchange. If you're a good person, Dylan, let's finish that thought. If you're a good person, what are you going to do with money?
Well, like I said, you can definitely help people.
Yeah.
I like to help the homeless. You can always like donate like 10% of your earnings to them.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So, yeah, so when you're a good person and you have a pure heart, you do good things with money. If you're a bad person, it's just going to be a reflection of how you use your money. And of course, I like to say that, I believe in the best in everybody. So when you're a good person, let's do good things with it. Um, and on the other note too, Dylan kind of was talking about this as well, but the Bible also says, "Go ye into all the world and make disciples of men." And so, if you're mission focused, and whatever that mission is, if you are focused on others and using your gifts and talents for others, then going into the world is expensive. It's not that's not a that's not work for a free ride. And so whether you are actually the one going into the world or you're the one funding those going into the world, finances matter, and Owen, why don't I tag you over there, talk a little bit more about, using your gifts and making a profit. What does that look like?
You can use your gifts to make money and help other people because God gives you a purpose
Mm.
and gifts and talents, and you can use those talents to help other people. And in that case, money.
Yeah. Hi, friends, it's Ashley, and I wanted to see if you've had a chance yet to register for Kids Business Day. It's our favorite event of the year, and we're so excited to host the biggest number of kid entrepreneurs in our local area once again. Be sure to check out ashleeilg.com/kidsbusinessday for all the details, the link to register, and while you're there, make sure you download our free guide to plan your business. It's everything you and your kids need to plan the best event yet. We can't wait to see you there. And now back to the show. Well, specifically, God gives you gifts and talents to do something with it. And if you're using those to build a business that makes profit, then by all means, use it to do good. Yeah. And help other people. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go a little bit later. Let's not get so heavy and deep here right off the front end of this podcast. But what about just rewarding yourself? Is there anything wrong with saying, oh my gosh, I just made this much money. I hit my goal. I have some stuff on my dream board I really want to reward myself with, things that are fun, things that bring me joy. Let's talk about that. Is there anything wrong with that?
Heck
Nothing.
no.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, it's a lot of times those things on your dream board that are going to make you wake up early and stay up late and put in the extra effort and go the extra mile, to hit those goals. So, if you've listened to any of our podcasts or followed any of our blogs or anything, we are huge believers in you doing a vision board and setting goals. What are some things that, do you guys want to talk about any of the rewards you've achieved and, set out to do in the past?
I've for like rewarding myself, I bought like equipment like some equipment like microphones and webcams, and those are like rewards to me, and they also help my talent like running this podcast and like running my YouTube channel and all that.
Yeah, like we're literally able to do this podcast because Owen already had basically everything we needed to host a podcast because of things that he's bought with business profits in the
hmm
past. Yeah. It's just a cool like ripple effect of, use a business to earn profits and then put that money back into reinvesting in your business or, hobby turned into business in this case and just see where it goes, And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, at a certain point, Dylan, I mean, like just, buying like a toy or something that was, something that you really wanted at a certain point. And now, I mean, you guys are talking about saving up for your first car, adult expenses as that's, on the kind of close horizon. Anything else you wanted to add, Dylan?
Um, I I haven't really bought that much in a while, but I know when I was little, I would like to save up my money and
Mm-hmm.
I'd just buy myself a toy. For example, when I was little, I always loved music, so I bought one of those like beat pads that you can make beats on.
Mm-hmm.
Then I used my mom's laptop to like download the software, and that was a like fun thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah. And like being able to buy your siblings gifts for their birthdays and Christmas and things like that. I mean, using it to buy gifts that are like just fun things for other people too. It doesn't always have to be, like a deep, like mission centered, experience of, using your profits or whatever. So, yeah, anything else you guys want to add on the topic of, is making money bad and why do we want our business to be profitable? Think we've kind of, covered the main points there. I hope it gave you something for sure to think about, maybe shift your perspective a little bit. So, when we're out there, growing our businesses, working hard is definitely meant to be rewarded. Using our gifts and our talents to be creative and to create something that serves others, creates a profit for us that we can turn around and fund things that are important to us and that really matter in the long run. I mean, that is like where our heart is at. And so we love sharing that perspective. We hope, again, that encourages you. We hope that gives you things to think about and just put, even more inspiration behind the work you're doing, the business you're growing. And we can't wait to talk to you guys soon. We will see you on the next episode. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks again for listening, friend. We would love to hear what is really speaking to you in today's episode. It means so much to us, and we would love for you to take a screenshot of you listening to our podcast, share it on Instagram and Facebook. Definitely tag me in it so I can reshare it. Our kids especially really love hearing what you're getting out of our show, so it really means the world. Thanks again for joining us.